V coming up big with the pick six, so he's going to be happy all week. He had 2 sacks, 8 tackles, TFL, pick six. I mean, come on.
And now they got a mini bye off a 25-0 win, a 5-game winning streak for Bill and the Patriots. And their defense has been a huge piece of it. Since week 7, the defense is first in points allowed, in sacks, in takeaways. They're second in yards allowed. In their last 3 games, they've allowed a combined total of 13 points. And so, you know, RC, I'm just sitting here looking at what we're seeing. And on Monday, you were doing your dance. We just saw it in the best of the week, how you were right. This team might just mess around and get to the Super Bowl. I wonder if even that is kind of selling it short. Troy Aikman was making the point on the telecast last night. Bill Belichick's not going anywhere. This is not a man with other interests. He might be coaching this team for a very long time, especially now that he has this kid playing quarterback for him. Are we seeing the beginning of something that we may recognize in New England?
Well, I think what we're seeing is a continuation. And, you know, I mentioned Roy Jones Jr., who's one of the best rappers of all time. And he said, y'all must have forgot. That's what COVID made us do when it came to Bill Belichick, when we had COVID opt-outs, when Tom Brady was gone, when Cam Newton was playing a little bit better at quarterback in the beginning of the season, got COVID and didn't play as well down the stretch. We kind of forgot about Bill Belichick's, greatness. We kind of forgot about his team building. We questioned Bill Belichick, the GM, which made us question Bill Belichick, the coach. And I think what he's telling y'all is, nah, I've been here. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. And Greeny, he may be here for another decade, and he still will be one of the best coaches doing it. When you look at this team was put together perfectly in the offseason and free agency. And then they waited until the draft, until they got their people, their guys at the spot they wanted them to. And now they're coaching the hell out of them. They're developing them. Lenore Ryan, where Kyle Duggar came from as a second-round pick last year, may be a hot spot for safeties now because of what Bill Belichick has done with Kyle Duggar and the way that he used him. He was standing across from Kyle Pitts the entire night and absolutely dominated. I love this team. I love their coach. I love the way their young quarterback is playing. As this team is getting better and ascending toward the playoffs, so is Mac Jones. Mac Jones has some stuff in him, some intangibles that I think are maybe the greatest we've ever seen from a quarterback. Now, it doesn't mean he has the strongest arm. It doesn't mean that he's the fastest. But from neck up, I don't know if we've ever seen a rookie that is better. And it's showing every day that he takes snaps on the field.
Those are big words, but candidly, I think it is very hard to disagree. And you know, Bill Belichick, who is, a lot of people said, RC said it earlier, Rex said it this week, doing his best coaching job. But do you know who has been he has been the biggest beneficiary is of Bill Belichick himself and the team he put together.
Sure, and we know that this happened in the offseason. We talked about how much money they spent in free agency, the contracts they handed out, but it was an opportunity. Bill Belichick is at his heart an opportunist, right? Here's a market where we can go out and get a bunch of guys because we have the cap space and the prices are going to be down a little bit. So they're able to get guys, and then he builds what he knows, right? I mean, it's a defense that takes the ball. They intercepted 3 different quarterbacks last night. Like everybody who's ever played for the Falcons threw interceptions. Michael Vick,
is it about the Falcons or the Patriots?
They all threw interceptions. But this is how he wants to be. He wants to take the ball away. And right now, the rookie quarterback looks really good because he's doing, as you said, exactly what they're asking him to do. To say that he's building what Brady, I mean, that belittles Brady's 20, 21-year career. We can't do that yet. We won't be able to do that in 10 years. But the fact of the matter is they got the right guy in place if you had to go with a rookie quarterback.
I get that. And if it sounded like I was suggesting that, then that's certainly not what I mean. But what I do mean is I'm thinking back exactly 20 years to a kid that much less heralded than Mac Jones is now, coming off the bench, named Tom Brady, and a great defense and an opportunistic offense and a couple of good breaks here and there leading to an unexpected Super Bowl championship. That is what I'm talking about.
And that's the blueprint. That is the blueprint as Bill Belichick is the architect, right? So he builds this roster, and when you watch this team play, they have great defense. They have a power physical running game. So when you can set up 2nd and 5s, third and manageables, with a early down running success, it helps your rookie quarterback make all the right decisions. And last night, you just saw a dominating game from start to finish by the Patriots on a short week, traveling to Atlanta. And what do? They go out there and they shut out the Falcons. They also are very impressive in just little intangible things that I like to watch as far as the front, getting after the quarterback and stopping the run. They are one of the most physical teams in the NFL, and that's the blueprint. Bill wants to be physical up front, win time of possession through the running game, and let his rookie quarterback take care of the football. That's how you win in the NFL.
Look, the Falcons may not be great, but Thursday night road games are not supposed to be as easy as they made that look last night. So, Sacho, we're all jumping on board this train. Are you on with us?
I'm not all the way on.
Come on.
I'm not all the way on the train.
I don't want you on the train.
And here's why. The reason I'm not all the way on the train is that Mac Jones is and has been phenomenal. But to compare him to Tom Brady 20 years ago, which a lot of us are starting to do, the difference is that Tom Brady always had the gotta have it moments. Like, he always showed up when you needed it most. And that's what some of the defensive players alluded to a few weeks ago. Like, we haven't had a chance to see if Mac Jones will be that guy. And so let's let him see if he'll show up in the gotta have it moments. 4th and 5, week 1 in the in the playoffs, or week 17. The gotta have it moments are what makes Tom Brady different than other quarterbacks. And so Mac Jones has a chance to prove it. That's why I'm not on the bandwagon.
That's fair. That's obviously fair. There's a lot left to be figured out as this thing goes on. But so far, so good. For the next 2 weeks, they get the Titans and then the Bills. So we're going to know a lot about the Patriots at that point. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.